Well, hello. This is Dr. Eileen, and this is a daily dose of Medicine Walk. And for those of you who are listening in on Blog Talk Radio, this is Healing House Radio. So today's question is one that I've been asked a lot, especially since I've talked to people about the idea of turning empathy off. And for some, this is actually a little bit of a scary proposition because they've always had it on and they really are not sure what it would feel like to have it off, as if maybe they will miss something. So the question is, if I turn off empathy, does that mean I don't feel anything? So it comes down to a question of what exactly you envision in your mind when you think of off, because the idea that it's like a switch, it's either all on or there's nothing. And that can be a little disorienting because for people who have always had their empathy on, it kind of feels like you're missing something, almost like you've lost a sense in some ways because you're always used to picking up on the vibrations of others. So if you consider it not so much on and off as on a dimmer switch, that there is the maximum, lighting, because every dimmer switch has a maximum, and then it goes down to the minimum amount of light with it still being on. And then there's that little click to where it goes off. Now, if you have a situation that you're going into, let's say it might be a difficult business meeting, or maybe, just any situation where there's going to be a lot of emotion going around and going in, you're not feeling really good about it. If you turn empathy on at all, if you do need it, you can just click it into that first little lowest level spot, because what that does is it limits what's coming at you or what is allowed to get into your personal field. You just go in and you observe and you use your other abilities. You can use sympathy, you can use compassion, you can use all these other things, but you don't have to feel it. Well, let's say, you start feeling more comfortable and you want to be able to, talk to people and, create a bond. Well, then you could always turn that empathy up a little bit more to the point where you feel you need it. I really believe that empathy is a tool to be used when it's appropriate. And having yourself all the way open, going into situations, especially if it's a situation you don't feel confident in, or if it's going to be emotionally charged, or, for whatever reason. If you can be able to take that instinct and turn it into something that you choose to utilize or not, then what happens is, and what I found was that once I started deciding first if I needed to use empathy, and second, how much I needed to use, once I started working with that, it actually became so much more profound when I did consciously use it. It felt that much more effective. It felt that much more connected and solid and intact because I put it under situations where I would feel that it was useful. So by putting it under your own control, you actually do feel more deeply when you choose to, and you can make it more precise. You can be able to extend calm throughout an entire room, or you can work solely with one person. But to be able to, get those types of abilities with it means that you're going to have to be able to play with it. You're going to have to be able to feel it expand, and then bring it down, and then bring it up. It's just like almost any other skill. It's, in a way, exercising an energetic muscle. So if you can be able to incorporate that in and say, hey, I want to go in, but I don't want to feel everything, then just bring it down. And you can utilize that. You can take a breath. You can, as I've talked before about, using something, resonating with something that has a very, very, very subtle frequency, like a stone. If you keep a stone, in your pocket, and, before you go into a situation, hold on to that, resonate to that. And what that does is it brings in stillness, that sensation of detachment. And if you practice doing that, you'll be able to bring your empathy up and down in any way you choose at any time you choose. So practice that. And if you have any questions, please let me know. It is a wonderful tool to be able to use when you choose to use it. It doesn't have to always be on. And if you don't want to feel everything, that's okay. You can just feel a little bit. It doesn't, feeling a little bit is not the same as feeling nothing. You still have your compassion. You still have your sympathy. You still have, affection. You still have all those things. It just means that you aren't making it a part of yourself. You can enjoy everything with your empathy turned down very low, because there are other parts of you that are able to feel and experience. So don't be afraid to turn it down. You're no less you just because one thing is shifted. So give it a try. Contact me if you have questions. If you like this video, please press like. And at this point, there's about 40% of the people watching my videos are not subscribers. So if you're one of those, please consider subscribing. That would really help out the channel, and it would help me to, help grow the channel. You could also reach me through Twitter, and you can reach me through my Facebook page, Medicine Walk with Dr. Eileen. So, take care, and tomorrow is our main weekly broadcast, so I look forward to seeing you then. Otherwise, and as always, I wish you balance, and I wish you blessings from my heart to yours. Love you, and see you tomorrow.